What's up, guys? It's bigmattfitnessman at mail.com, and this is the White Boy Lockdown Radio channel. Hope you guys are having a good Friday night. I'm trying to give you guys a little something to watch on this weekend. I plan on doing a weekend review. If you guys like what I've been doing, with the shows and the books and the movies pertaining to the channel, pertaining to Florida, pertaining to all states, let me know in the comments. It's something. It's more videos to drop. Something for everybody to watch. I want to do this video today is going to be as you can see in the thumbnail. I put explaining trains. This video. It's a pretty good story. I'm a little bit. I'm telling a lot of different stories when I was in on two different bids. It's not easy to start from the beginning to the end because I'll think of so many different ideas, and one idea that I think of, I start flowing, I start saying it, and it might be a different part of time, but I have a lot more content coming out. I have a lot more videos. I've been gone, guys, for a little over 7 years, both those times, and I'm behind on technology. As you can see, the phone sideways, it's on airplane. I lost the Bluetooth. I take my subs' advice. If you give me some good advice, I'm gonna take it. And I appreciate you guys. I'm new to YouTube still. I'm not. One of the disadvantages of doing time is, you lose insight in technology. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm still behind on it to this day. So any and all info and help and suggestions, man, I take it, and I respect you guys helping me. When you guys want me to reach out to bigger platforms, if you're tech savvy and you know what you're doing, help me do that as well. Drop comments. If you're new to the channel, like to all my subs, subscribe. I was looking at my analytics today, and it's this weird thing. It said for my views, it said 25% of all my views were from subscribers. 75% of the views, meaning the mass majority, was from non-subscribers. How do I angle that? All I can ask is for people to subscribe. I don't know why, this big chunks coming in like that, but let me go ahead and get to the sub shout out. I'm trying to catch up. I had a big increase in subs within this last month. It was easier for me to keep track of people. I sub shout out people. They drop a couple comments, and I remember things, and it was fun and it was cool, but it's getting to be a little bit tricky, man. But I still remember certain people, and we're almost 500 strong. The next goal is 1K. We can do it, guys. Absolutely. But let's get to this sub shout out. The first one I want to shout out is to Mighty Whitey, New Jersey. The next one, I've been talking to this guy, corresponding with him. He used to run with some solid white boys in Cali called the Cocoa County Boys. It's NNNWN. Final Finish Metal Polishing. You are a funny dude. You drop awesome comments. Shout out to you. Will Bush. Dudek. Gene Sotelo. We've been corresponding in email. Going back to what I was just saying about being behind on technology and this and that, you gave me some good insights, some good suggestions, man. Just keep them coming. But shout out to you. Shout out to Cheek Buster. Shout out to Viking. Shout out to Jobs. Payne Garcia, another white boy. I believe it was from Texas that was also with a solid group of white boys. We've been talking, man. Keep dropping comments. I appreciate every single one of you. Hit the like button, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, and share, guys, share. So today, as you can see in the thumbnail, I was going to try to explain something called running a train. Okay? No, it's not. It's not what you think. And it's what a lot of gangs do. It's just a series of there's no telling how long a train can go. I remember watching Death Show in the beginning. TK was on there, and TK said that I believe he said they ran a train 15 deep on him. So this incident right here I'm going to talk about is going to be, I was in the dorm, and at the time we were on lockdown, not because anything popped off and went down. It was sometimes in the chain gang they will punish the dorms. They have a thing in most institutions where it's like a grading scale. Okay, the cleanest dorm, or the cleanest dorm, and this and that, or people less DRs, they may, say B dorm has the cleanest dorm in inspection. They're going to go to chow first when they call chow. They're going to hit canteen first, go to rec. So the cleaner that you are as a dorm, the better privilege you'll get in things. Okay, just like anything inside, the sergeants and everything, they pick all that crap. Okay, but at this particular incident, the dorm that I was in was ratchet. People, there was no cleaning going on. All right, so we were last all the time, and they took away our rec at this point. All right, so I had to improvise, man. I wanted to work out. Every time they call yard, we couldn't go. They would send just a few people to the canteen line. You get the picture. But I'm in there, and you can only do so many push-ups. Okay, you can only do so many push-ups, and you can't do push-ups every day. It's not good for you. You know what I mean? So I would improvise and find ways to work out in the dorm while everybody else is in the yard. Okay, one of the things I would do is I would slide under a single bunk. Okay, I would have somebody sit or lay down so the weight is even towards the top middle of the bunk. I would slide under, okay, and I would grab the bunk and bench press it. Okay, depends how heavy the person is. It's not the greatest bench press because your back is flat on the ground and you can only lower your arms so much. It was something to do. I would also take that same bunk, wrap a towel around it, okay, almost like an upright row, and I would do upright rows. Okay, then I figured out how to lower that towel, 2 towels, and do shrugs. You have to improvise. It's crazy. I can keep telling you a bunch of things that we used to do. But I would improvise for each day, and I was hitting arms. So on this day, I used to take the mop, the handle, the stick, whatever you want to call it. I would spin it off the mop. So there'd be a mop bucket that the guy, the orderly, his job was to push in the chemicals to spray and everything, and a broom, dustpans, mops, mop buckets. I unscrewed the mop handle from the mop, and I used it as a bar. Okay, I got, it's a given. Before I go any further, I did this after the whole dorm was clean, as a respect thing, because if someone's not going to push chemicals in and you're running to get it to work out when there's shit stains in the toilet and stuff has to get clean. Okay, they leave it in there for hours. His job is to go push the chemicals in, and each and every dorm come back and get the chemicals and this and that. So I took the handle off, and at homes we have these lockers. they were, depending on what type of bunk you had, depending on what kind of dorm you're at, it's where you keep your stuff at. Sometimes you would have a single bunk, like the one I was talking about benching, and you would reach down and there'd be a drawer for you. Okay, for people that were on, top bunks, it just depended where you were at in the dorm. They had these big lockers. Okay, it's almost like a little bench. All right, and I would take 2 lockers. They were big lockers. Matter of fact, one of the gnarliest and most disgusting thing I ever saw. I'm gonna make a video about hand in hand with one of these lockers. So I want you to get the weight concept down. So there's these big lockers. You can sit on them. If somebody had a rack and you wanted to go hang out and talk to that person, as they're sitting on their rack, you can sit on their locker, and it would be a little bit lower than how I am right now. Okay, so I take the handle. I'd take 2 lockers, fill them up equally with Bibles and books, until when you pick it up, you can kind of feel where it's somewhat balanced. Okay, it's hard to get it perfect, but we're improvising. Meat and potatoes. I was doing curls. All right, I had it heavy enough where I was banging out curls with the mop and the lockers. And then what I would do is, after so many sets of curls, I would unhook it and then put the locker on top of the locker, and then I would do dips off of it. You get the picture, okay, to get an arm workout. So there was a dude, he was a blood, his name was JoJo. I never liked this dude. He just had he had like a face that you just wanted to like slap. One of the reasons I didn't like him is I never could understand this guy. He was a blood, and he was messing with a punk, okay, and it was a known thing, okay. I never seen him get violated, I never seen him getting took up through there. That's what's supposed to happen, any gang, okay, no matter you could just any gang, they have a set of oaths and a set of bylaws, and a code that they live by. For example, some people, to throw something out there would be use your mind before violence. Okay, something else would be, no drug use. Something else would be, almost all of them, no homosexual stuff. Okay, this dude, it was known he was messing with the Chinese punk. Okay, I never understood. It was like, I was sitting there like waiting for him to get beat up about it. It never happened. Okay. And he was like very open with it. It was weird. I just didn't understand how that went down. Okay. And I say that because I've seen other dudes, all types of gang members, and I'm talking about the Bloods here. I've seen other Bloods violate other dudes for the same thing. You know what I mean? And this dude didn't really have any rank. I believe he was just a regular foot soldier. But his job was the chemical dude. Okay. And he comes in there. All right, he didn't sleep in this dorm, but that was just his job. So he comes in there, he does his little slaps, his little whatever. All right, and he's kind of showing out. All right, I'm literally in the grid on the wall, and I'm curling this thing, and he's like, "Hey man, I need that," and I'm like, "Dude, you'll get it when I'm done," and he's like. He just went to like all the way to his head. He was selling out. He's like, "Cracker man, I need my blah 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 blah." I'm like, "JoJo, dude, you'll get it when I'm done." And he's like, "Puss ass cracker, let me get the mop." I'm like, "You know what? You get there." So I call him out. I'm already strapped up. I got my Rees on already. I'm in the grid. The pizza's here. You guys are gonna have to right in the middle of a good story. So I'm in the grid, and I got my Rees on. Okay, so he's already when he came in to get the chemicals, he's talking to his brothers, this and that. They all move forward. Okay, I got JD in the dorm. My buddy Raven's in the dorm. Okay, they all move up to the front bunks. Everybody's strapped up. What's up, bro? What's the damage?
How you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Good.
Bro, I'm on the internet right now making a YouTube video. We got to make it quick.
Are you really?
Yeah, come on in.
Alrighty.
You got to check my channel out, man.
What is it?
It's White Boy Lockdown Radio.
White Boy Lockdown Radio.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Don't be subscribing to Pinos.
Here's the first two for you. You just want me to put them down?
Just give me the receipt. Let me tip you.
Alrighty. Here you are.
All right.
I'll set everything down for you.
All right.
There you
All right, dude.
are. Alrighty.
What do you got, white or yellow?
Thank you so much. You're the yellow.
Say what's up to YouTube right quick.
What's going on, YouTube? How you doing?
Say what? Say you're watching the White Boy Lockdown Radio.
You watching the White Boy Lockdown Radio?
That's
go.
awesome, bro. All right,
Everybody subscribe.
That's what's up, dude. All right.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem,
Have a
man.
good one, bro.
Yeah, right on. Oh, you got your pen?
My bad.
You're all right. You're all right.
Alrighty, have a good one.
Later, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. So that was cool. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that really went down. That was nothing planned. All right. So anyway, man, he comes in and he's like slapping hands with the other Bloods. Maybe they're all move forward. All right. This is a straight disrespect thing, man. You know. So he gets in there. I paint the dude. Paint the dude. He's like. He's from Jit Camp. He's a little swift with it, but he's a Tinkerbell, man. He's weighing up, 150, 160 pounds. You know, it's just like mosquito bites. Bing, 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 bing. And just, whatever he's hitting me with, I eat it, and I whoop him. All right. Keep in mind, my buddy JD. Everybody is on the first set of single bunks right now. Obviously, being discreet. Don't want the law to see it. Okay. I have two people that I know are gonna ride for me. So I paint the dude. I knock him down once. He gets back up. He may have hit me a couple times, but to be honest with you, that shit was cream puff. I whooped this dude. The second time I drop him, I hit him with a hard right. Bam! As soon as he hit the ground, he got back up. And a dude named Magic, this Blood, he's about $190. He gets in there. JoJo leaves. Okay, there's no break. You have to think for a second. Anybody watching this, if you've ever fought somebody, it doesn't matter if you fought for a minute, for 10 minutes, whatever it is, man. And when you're throwing punches, that is some cardio, man. You're gonna get winded. Your adrenaline's going. It's not easy when these trains come in. Okay, I didn't have any second to react. I didn't even really know what was going down. Okay, when Magic jumped in, he started talking. I'm like, I'm getting my breathing together, and he was like, man, you ain't gonna do me like that. You got to give me one. You ain't getting over my brother. This and that. Out of everybody that was going to go for me, I look at JD, and I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to make a big thing about it. He was going to go. He's looking at me like looking to him to confirm something, and I just went, I got it. I just gave him that. So I'm in there with Magic. I'm winded. I'm winded. We're going blow for blow with it. This dude had way better hands. He's rocking me. I'm rocking him. To me, I felt like when the second dude, when they ran the train, whatever, I felt like I didn't get off like I wanted to get off, directly after it. But we went blow for blow. I was leaning him. He was dinging me, blow for blow, and that was it. There was other Bloods in there. Walked away. That's it. JD was looking crazy. He wanted the jump, and I'm just like, man, it is what it is, man. I didn't even really care at the time. That puss ass cracker thing is a big thing in Florida, man. There's, You know, you can't call somebody that. You can't openly just walk around and say, hey man, you know, the N word. You can't openly, you know, F boy or whatever. There's certain words where if that gets addressed to you, you have to go. You know, you have to go. So I took it on the chin. You know, it was a little bit of a waking up experience to me because, you know, I guess I assumed that I was just going to get the head up. You know what I mean? I assumed that I was just going to get in the grid with this dude and it was just going to be that, you know. At the time, maybe I was a little bit too comfortable, but I'm glad it happened because after that, you know, I burned the track with JD and we ended up starting a super cardio thing, man. I would run miles in the track every day. I started doing something called HIIT. It's called high intensity interval training. Viking will tell you, you know, we had some crazy intense workouts, man. But it was out of everybody that would have rode for me in the dorm. And I'm going to get into that in other videos. I got a really good video I really want to tell. A really good video. One of the hardest fights I ever had. It was a head up, but I'm going to get into it. But it was at that point where I'm like, man, look, I got to have my cardio up. You know, even though I went like he was ready to crash, but it would have been a bigger thing. Okay, there was more bloods than there was us in there, and you know, I painted the dude. Okay, his brother. It's not like they jumped me. You know, as soon as I knock dude down, the other one goes in there. Okay, yeah, it ain't fair. They didn't jump me. I could have stepped back. JD could have rushed him. They could have went at it. But it's the aftermath. It's what would have happened after that. You know, there was way more of them than it was us. We could have crashed. We could have went into confinement. But this is the shit that you have to think about split second, man. Viking said it in one of his other videos. He said that we were very militant in there. Okay, and he's 100% right. You know, you just have to be sharp, man. You have to be. It wasn't that bad of a thing, but it you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. That's all I can say. But after that is when my cardio game was to the fullest, and I did it with somebody that I knew would ride. You know, I hit when we finally got yard. You know, I Viking Flex, everybody ran over. You know, I didn't want to make something bigger than it was. You know, at the time after I got done bumping, I didn't get off on the second guy like I knew I can get off. But after talking to people, they're like, bro, you whooped both of them. The first dude you painted and Magic Man, you whooped them. And I was like, nah, man, you know, I just didn't, you know, I didn't feel like it is what it was. But, you know, after so many people telling me, you know, I was content with it, and it just pushed me to step up the cardio game, man, and I did. I'm trying to get JD on the channel. You know, he's got a very good job. He's doing real good, man. He's bought a house. He's doing excellent. I would love to do a Zoom thing with him so he could tell his whole story, man. This is one of my. It's like a brother to me, man. He was playing college football in Michigan, and he came to Florida for spring break and caught 10 years. And I want to leave it at that. I really want him to tell it and him to say some of the crazy stuff that we went through. But yeah, you know, the cardio game was to another level after this incident, and I had to have it like that because plenty more of them trains would go through. When I talk about trains, I've seen so many of them for many different reasons. I've seen it happen so much. You know, sometimes 4 or 5 people. I've seen it done for many different reasons. You know, sometimes when a gang member violates, they do something stupid, you know, within their bylaws, you'll see it could be the head or somebody up. They'll line the dude getting violated up. You know, it's not a jump thing. They'll make him get in. You know, there's an organization called the Cutthroats, man. You're gonna hear me talk about them a lot too. Lately, I've been talking about the Bloods, but you're gonna hear me talk about the Cutthroats. You know, I used to see them all the time. They were very structured. Watch. Dudes would be in the grid, 30 seconds on the watch. Next one gets in, 30 seconds. Next one gets in. You know, just craziness, man. And you see it, and you come almost accustomed to it. You know, I'm sitting here trying to explain it to you guys. You know, and you know, it's bananas how when you're in there, you're just accustomed to it. You know when something's going on. You're looking at the grid. You know, you see this one guy, he's fighting, and then somebody else is somebody else. You just know off the top, man, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. You know, it gets crazy in there. But, you know, for the fitness part, man, the video I've been missing out for the last couple videos, I mentioned HIIT, man. It's HIIT. Okay, it's high intensity interval training. That right there is the fastest way, in the best way, in my opinion, to lose weight. You guys got to Google it. It's H, all caps, H.I.I.T. High intensity interval training. It's a lot of sprints. It's a lot of insanity. No break. You know, it's just like the thumbnail. You know, you're in the grid. It's a train. You don't get a break. You don't get a breather. That's what HIIT's about. HIIT's about, you know, dropping down, doing katana sets with no break. They give you might get 8 seconds or something like that. I used to do some insane stuff. At some point, I'm going to put the workout videos on the channel. Right now, I'm just trying to get, you know, a lot of stories out. But all right, guys, that's it, man. You see I got the dominoes. I wonder if he's going to hit the subscribe button. That would be cool, right? I'm going to drop a weekend review this week, probably tomorrow. You guys let me know in the comments, and I'm going to work on the lock and sock video, but I have so many more that I want to do. I'll get to one soon. You guys have a good weekend, man. Stay safe, stay out, and stay up. It's Big Matt Fitness Man at mail.com.